Hello, everyone. Hope to find you keeping up very well. And thank you very much to those who have handed in my exercises on phrasal verbs on Google Classroom that I posted last. Right. Today, I will be moving on to a new topic, which is writing a mystery, right? Now, when you write a mystery, there are a few elements when writing a mystery story, okay? There are few elements, there are few important things that you must include when writing a mystery, right? Now, mystery is a story that has 5 basic elements, okay? 5 basic important elements, right? Which I will share in a bit. Now, why are these elements very important in writing mystery? Now, these elements will actually, these points will actually keep the story running very smoothly to actually allow the reader to understand the story better. Okay, so the first element, we start off with characters. Now, characters are the individuals in the story, the people in the story, or the animals in the story, the actors in the story, right? Okay. Now, as a writer, you must provide enough information so that the reader can should be able to visualize, imagine how does the person look like, right? And how do you describe? That's why descriptive writing is very important. You should use descriptive words describing how the person looked like, the personality traits, how the person look physically, right? How does the person speak or moves or walk, right? Okay. Now, every story should have a main character. However, they can also be a minor character, right, in the story. Now we move on to setting. Now, setting is the location of the action. It is the when and where and when, the place and the time of your story, of your mystery. Now, as a writer, you should describe the environment of your mystery. You should describe the surrounding of your mystery very well. Okay, you should describe it in such a detail that the reader can feel and can picture the scene. Okay, it's very helpful to feel of the feel of being there, with your character. Now, I understand that sometimes some of you love to use fantasy world setting. For example, you come up with the mystery in a fantasy world. No problem. But you must be very descriptive. You must make sure that your setting must be strong enough for me to feel connected in your fantasy world. Okay, whereas when you use everyday setting, that will be much easier, because I will be, as a reader, will be able to visualize the story better, just because I feel connected to the plot and connected to the setting. Understand? Now we move on to I believe, the most important part, the story, the plot. Okay, plot is the actual story. That's the meaning. The actual story, the arrangement of the events, how the events and the happenings are arranged. Okay, sometimes we often feel that to write a story or to write a mystery, we must have a story. We must have the events, the happenings. Correct. So it must be you must have a strong story. Okay, so it should have a very clear beginning, a clear middle part, and the ending of the plot. It must be very clear what's beginning, what's the middle part of the plot, and then the ending part of the plot. It must be very clear, right? And you must give necessary descriptions and suspense so that the reader can make sense of the and make sense of the story and follow along from start to finish. Okay. Element number 4 that we are discussing now is problem. Every mystery must have a problem, and every mystery should have a problem to solve. Now, for example, who committed the crime, okay, and why? So, of course, that's the gist of the mystery. Okay. Authors should fill stories with a clue. Clue is very important. So that will help the reader to solve the puzzle. Okay, and sometimes you can, as a writer, as the author of the story, you can insert false clues, wrong clues, just to mislead, just to add a little twist in your story. Now we come to the last part of the elements in writing mysteries. It is solution. Now, solution is the way or the action or how the problem is solved. The way the problem is solved. How did they solve it? Right? There should be clues leading to the solution. The clues, whatever clues that you have given, must lead to the solution. And your solution must be logical. Because if it's not logical, it may upset your readers. And you don't want to upset your readers, right? Especially your teacher reading. You don't want to make the teacher feel that, come on, is that a solution? Is that a logical solution at all? Right? Okay. So make sure whatever solution that you have chosen, it should sound very logical. Okay? All right, guys. So these were the very important elements that I wanted you to know, I wanted you to learn before you start writing mystery. Right? So that is all for today. Thank you. See you again. Bye.